Hello guys, here is Jana with you today and welcome to today's live stream Billy the Kid Dating in Ukraine reality show. Today's episode is called I'm Afraid of Cheating Bitches Dating in Ukraine. In our previous Billy the Kid Dating in Ukraine live streams, we watched Billy's 4 dates with our mid guarantee ladies. Anna, Billy called her a nice queen. So Anna was the first lady. They didn't exchange contacts. Second lady was Victoria, and they had quite successful intro call and exchanged contacts, but it didn't work well. Third lady was Ekaterina. They also had some success after their first Zoom intro video call, and then they lost communication. And the last one was Natalia. Okay, we already watched all his intro video dates, and let's know today about Natalia's response. Today you are going to discover what Natalia really thinks about Billy, as she told our matchmaker. And we're going to watch my first coaching one-on-one session with Billy. And let me tease you guys a little here by sharing that I will be playing a real cliffhanger clip from one of Billy's ladies that you are not going to want to miss. It's near the end, so hang tight. Before we get going here, let's take a quick look at Billy's backstory in case you are new to watching our series.
Again, I'm getting sucked right back in. So that was hard, especially with the first woman because I was really putting my whole heart in, 100%. Um, there was nice actually when I would sit and I would start to cry.
Prepare to be awestruck by one man's harrowing journey to find his soulmate in the far-flung reaches of Ukraine in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Taking him over 7,000 miles from home into a hostile war zone where he was bombed, beaten, and kidnapped. Billy Sheffield is a 53-year-old small business owner from Kingston, New York. Despite his Herculean efforts, he has yet to find his soulmate, and his bank account has taken a staggering $43,000 hit to the cause. Yet Billy is absolutely determined that his story, well, it doesn't end until he finds his Ukrainian bride. His spirit remains unbroken as he continues to share his captivating story with us here today. So get ready to be inspired by Billy's tale of unwavering persistence. Now, you can see all episodes in our series, Billy the Kid Dating in Ukraine, in the description below this video. If you want, we're closed right now, but if you want to get in on a no wife, no pay experiment deal, if you think you're up for a full media challenge like this, where we follow you like we are Billy, you can go fill out the application. It's in the description below. So if you don't have the budget for us, if you can't afford us, it's one of your options, but do please keep in mind, the reality is this is not a cheap venture. Finding a wife in Ukraine, it does take a man that has a nest egg, that has a home. You know, if you rent, it's really tough. That's just the God's honest truth. Hope you enjoyed that sneak preview of the Billy the Kid Dating in Ukraine Journey series. Please like and subscribe so you don't miss out on these episodes coming to the channel real soon. And please do us a huge favor and share on Facebook. It'll help out your fellow man if he's considering this journey, and it'll also help him dodge a bullet. Take care. See you soon.
Okay, guys, and please take our first live poll now. Why have you not yet become a Match Guarantee client? Okay, next let's play my first coaching call with Billy, which I did a few days after his Zoom date with Natalia. I will be easier to see my tough love coaching since you know how Billy current relationship status. And guys, I will tell you the result of his first intro Zoom call with Natalia. I received a response from a matchmaker, and Natalia said that Billy is a nice guy, but she is not interested to continue communication with him. It was a phone call, so I told to Billy this response, and here we have our first one-on-one coaching call. Hey, hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good. I didn't get that email, so I wasn't sure we were doing it today. So that's why I was out.
Okay. Unfortunately, we discussed with the administrator yesterday, but maybe some misunderstanding happened.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, Billy, we have only 30 minutes for today, but it's okay. If we will need more time, we will meet again just in some other time, other day maybe.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so first I will start from your previous introduction call with Natalia, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel it went?
Actually, I was happy that she said that she didn't want to move forward because I wasn't really feeling the spark. So I wasn't really, it wouldn't have mattered to me one way or the other. I just didn't say when we talked afterwards. It just didn't. She seemed not my type. She just seemed kind of, when I would ask her certain questions, she made it seem like I was complimenting her. I don't know if you got the same feeling, but I was like complimenting her on her job, like her work, like she did the cosmetics and everything. I'm like, oh, that's great. You know, you have really good business and business sense. And then she would flip her hair and say, well, I'm blonde. And I'm like,
oh, Billy, I will explain. You just should understand this. Like
it made no sense to me.
It has sense. You just need to understand it's some kind of humor. Like she understood that that was a compliment, but it was a joke. Like she's so humble. Like, oh no, I'm not so cool because I'm a blonde. Because everybody knows that blonde ladies, they are little, not so intelligent, right?
Yeah.
So
but like here, it would have been like if somebody was doing that, like here, it was like kind of like a sarcastic thing. In America, it would be like, oh yeah, like me not believing that she could actually do a business because she was blonde. So that's the perception.
Not because she thinks that you don't believe in, just because maybe she confident enough in herself and didn't want to discuss this like, oh yes, I am successful. So just need to understand such moments.
Yeah.
He just was humble to receive your compliment and didn't want to talk like, oh yes, I'm a strong woman and I can provide my life. And that's moments you shouldn't expect them like she wanted to misunderstand or to offend you or something. Just need to understand these moments like in the accept the humor. Okay, so if she was interested in you and gave your number, so did you tell that? In that case, did you tell that I think it will not work, or you could start conversation
with her? If she would have gave her number, no, I don't think it would have.
Sure.
It was just because it just seemed like we were like I felt we were too different. I mean, it just, for me, because I was doing my part, I was asking lots of questions, but I actually did a test while we were on the conversation, and I just stayed quiet for like about 15 seconds to see if she would ask me a question, and I answered my own.
So guys, let me know your opinion. How do you think if Natalia responded to Billy, yes, I want to exchange contacts and start your one-on-one communication with you. Do you really think that Billy could reject that he understood that Natalia is not his caliber lady, not his level, I can say? And how do you think he could explain that? Did he really understand this from their first intro? And tell me your thoughts, please. And also, as you can see, he understands that she didn't ask questions from him. What we discussed yesterday, that no question means no interest.
questions. Like when I would ask her a question, she didn't respond back like by asking me anything. She didn't, to me, I didn't feel like she was showing me much interest, which turned my interest level down because I was actually just answering my own questions. Like I would ask her something maybe about her daughter or her work, and then I just jumped in and just, kind of answered the question I thought maybe she would ask me back. So my interest level started like up here and then went down like pretty fast.
Yeah, I agree with you that it was one-side conversation, like you was initiator of everything, which shows that she was not interested in some way, right? But she was direct, and she told that she understands very quickly about what kind of person next to her, like will she have match in the future or not. So it can be a reason why she didn't show her interest, just because. Hello, Simon. I will explain you why, because this is not my job to criticize ladies and their mistakes. I can see mistakes of Billy, and I need to warn him and teach him how to change his mistakes. And next lady would be maybe successful. So the task is, it doesn't work before, not because lady did some mistakes. If they did, he was okay with them, but Billy did some mistakes as well, and our task at Match Guarantee to explain him Ukrainian nature and how to be successful in dating. So it was not Billy, that person who rejected all those communication. It were girls all the time. She was polite. She tried to be cute, but that's it. So yeah, it's definitely shows. So in general, my impression, you had good conversation. It was alive, but nothing in common with the communication between people who want to excited to be with each other, right?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I just didn't.
And you understand, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for me too. I mean, she felt it, but I still tried a little bit. But then, like I said, by the time I was happy when she said she had to go. I was like, because to me it was just too hard.
Billy, what do you think we should do next?
Run away.
Run away from where?
I don't know. Someplace warm. I did try to look a little bit at the website, the ladies over the weekend. But it was a big weekend here yesterday, football, in America.
Did you see someone?
I didn't really see anybody, so I'm probably gonna have to look a little bit more. Like I said, I spent just a little bit of time, but I got busy over the weekend because, like I said, football is big, championships and stuff like that. So
okay, we will have this week, and I'm not hurried to choose a new lady, because first I want to work with you, like with the client, about previous unsuccessful try-ins, and not only at Match Guarantee. I mean previous year, right? And to discuss these things which we discussed at our live stream, at our interview, right? So Billy, maybe you are not sure about this. I did translations at summer with you and some other ladies. You spoke with different ladies, and I was like your interpreter. And I have understanding a little bit like how it goes at the beginning and what happens next. And I understand a little bit also why it didn't work with all the ladies. So I want to discuss these things with you, and I think we should do some work. And if you want to be successful with us, you need to be like a pupil here, like a student with us, right? we will try to help you, but first of all, need to change a little bit your perspective, how you see relations, how you see a lady in your life. And this is very important. I think this is a key why it didn't work during all the year and during all your tries, because you visit Ukraine twice. You tried to communicate due to different sites, and now you came to us in a good hands, by the way, because these ladies in our database, they are really serious.
Yeah, well, when I was in Ukraine, excuse me, I didn't have any success. I mean, I did have some. It was more my part that I didn't open myself up, but I had a woman call the office and tell them she was falling in love with me and she wanted to be with me. And I don't know if that scared me a little bit. Yeah, I mean, we had a few dates together and she had my
How she behaved? Tell me, please. How did she behave? How those
she was very nice. She was 41 or 42 years old. She didn't speak a lot of English, so I had to translate her. But then she took my number and put it in her phone for Viber, so it was easier to communicate when the translator, went away or went to the bathroom or whatever. And she had messaged me that she wanted to go out, by ourselves, or she wanted to come over. And then, I kind of toned it down because I wasn't sure, because I was having so many dates. But she actually called the office and said she was falling in love with me. And I'm like, we've only had like 3 or 4 dates. How do you fall in love with me so fast?
What did you do? Where did you have your dates, and how it went?
Always, we went to a museum one time, which was very nice. It was in Nikolaev, so all of it was transpiring mostly around Nikolaev. To restaurants, nothing too.
Guys, if ladies will not admit their mistakes, you, like a client, you can not choose such ladies and try another one who will have other kind of qualities. I don't see comments about what exactly Simon, what kind of mistakes Natalia or other ladies did. And the thing is that Ukrainian ladies, they waiting for men's approach, and we trying to teach our clients how to approach our Ukrainian ladies, not to do mistakes, and then they will open themselves.
Fancy, just some dinners. She had actually invited me to, it was her daughter's birthday. And she invited me to the birthday party that they were having. But I declined that offer very nicely, and then actually brought a few gifts the next day for
so
her
you
daughter.
visited, right? You went.
Yeah, but I went. No, I didn't go to the birthday party, but I gave her some gifts to take with her for her daughter. It just felt weird. I'm just getting to know her. I don't want to go to a birthday party where your daughter is, and I don't want to take away, because everybody's going to be looking at me like, who's that guy? So that was one experience, and I just kind of.
And how do you feel? It was sincere from her side. She didn't play. She didn't want nothing from you.
She didn't ask me for anything, but I think it was sincere to a certain point. She also had a crazy ex-husband. Like, we took her back to her apartment one night, and he was like outside, and she said we had to drop her off down the street. So then in my mind, I was like, is it an ex-husband? Is it a current husband? Is it like what? Like, in my mind, I was like, why are we, doing that? So I don't know. Was it sincere? Listen, I think I'm a pretty great guy. So I mean, maybe she saw my good sides. I don't know, but I just didn't want to take.
Why you didn't continue those communication?
Just because there was like little red flags in my own head that just made it feel like, because she was very beautiful. It was just, I wasn't sure if her sincerity was there. A couple of times she mentioned about her car, because she drove and her car was having problems. So I'm like, okay, is she going to start asking me to fix her car? Her daughter, I think she had maybe even 2 daughters. And she was saying stuff that the one daughter liked to travel around to different competitions and stuff in different countries. So I was like, all right, this is going to be a handful for me to take on. She was a very high class woman, very like a.
Guys, I want to add here that this is not match guarantee, ladies.
I don't know.
If you follow in their conversation, Billy sharing his experience when he was currently in Ukraine. I don't know the time, so like maybe 1 year before match guarantee, and he's sharing his experience with Ukrainian ladies. And I tried to explain that not everything from ladies what he received there was sincere, and he need to understand when the lady really interested about Billy, because he used some socials or some scam agencies when lady came to date with him, and they behaved themselves friendly, pretty, but they didn't exchange contacts and didn't met after this. So remember, guys, Billy was scammed. So all those ladies he had dates and communication with were just actresses. That's it. And for me, seems like he still didn't understand. He believed that interpreter, his translator, he said or she said to him like, this lady really fall in love with you, and he believes. Guys, how he can believe? Those ladies, she spent like couple of days with him, and then she ghosted. Then they delivered to him such story like she really wanted to meet only with you, but agency didn't let, or something like that. So it's some freaking scam, and the most worse here that Billy really believed to this story. He really believed that that lady had feelings. Guys, believe me, if Ukrainian lady had any feelings, any interest to him, she don't care about the agency. She had opportunity. She spent day or 2 days with him on their dates. She could exchange personal contacts, and the next day she can say goodbye to the agency and being with Billy. That is why for Billy very hard to become a client and to come into real relations, because guys, if you remember, he was scammed on $43,000, and by scamming he used to this behavior when lady playing with him, when she's saying something good maybe to him, supporting and warming his fantasies, and now he staying in that stage, that point, that it is difficult to understand why lady not interested, what he need to do, because scammers, they playing with you, they show like their interest, they trying to approach you, and man doesn't need, so he don't know how to behave, how to approach the lady. And Billy believes that his fantasies, they are reality, but it is not true, guys. It is not about real relations and real communication with Ukrainian ladies. Reality is different, and we're trying to explain what he need to do.
I just backed off and I just went on other dates. And for me, it was just difficult. You got a tail on your face. The guy wants to say hello. Yeah. So that I backed away from. But then they kind of like there was one other woman I was very interested in, but I knew she was absolutely beautiful. She was another one that had like 1 or 2 daughters. 38 years old. I had our first date, which was amazing to me. Have you ever been to Nikolaev?
No.
With the hotel we were in, there's a street where it's just for pedestrians. You walk and do your shopping and stuff. But they had this little chocolate, like literally you went down in a little basement, it was like a little chocolate place. So I had this date with this woman. Her name was Victoria. And I fell for her so fast. It was like, wow. Like when I saw her, when I was meeting all the women, I was like, wow, she had these eyes that just like drew me in. I was like, I want to be with her. Mm-hmm. But because we did this for 2 days, and on each occasion, my translator picked a different woman for me to have a first date with. I didn't even agree to it. So I said, but I want to go.
So here, comment about Natalia. Guys, I think Natalia could read Billy like an open book from first minutes. So she just was being polite, communicated with him. He really tried. He did better than his previous Zoom video dates, and you saw the result. So he communicated, he talked less. He was active with the questions to the lady, and she was just polite and answering all these questions, and of course she didn't show her interest because she didn't have. You can even not admit her good sides. She even didn't try to show her good sides.
Out with her, like ask her out. She's like, she's not gonna probably go out with you. I said, yes, she's like, she's got all these other men. I said, but I want to ask her out. So she did go out with me. And we did this chocolate making thing, these chocolates, which was a very interactive thing. And there was this closeness, like we were super close. And then we were going to go across the street to a restaurant to have lunch. And she did something that was unexpected. She actually grabbed my hand, took my hand, not just held it, but like interlocked our fingers to go across the street. And she made that initiative, which really surprised me because I knew that was something unusual unless the woman actually really liked you. And we had a great time. You know, it was a great chocolate making thing. I made stuff for her kids. We had an amazing lunch, but I knew they were always telling us when I was on this thing for 9 days that we had to go through the experience. We had to date other women. Don't focus completely on one woman. Have these other dates until maybe, you know, you settle on.
Do you think it's a right way to meet someone? If
afterwards,
you have a spark with someone, I think better to settle down with this.
Yeah, I wanted to stop at that point when I felt it with her.
Okay, tell me, Simon, if you're that mature and familiar with Ukrainian and Russian ladies, whose fault to date with low-value women and to believe in this bullshit that after one perfect date, lady fall in love to Billy and then didn't continue dating with him? Tell me, please, whose fault this?
I wanted to stop and I didn't want to go any further, but the coach and translator said, no, we have all these other dates. So we set up, and that she kept on telling me this woman's going to be going out with other men because she's, you know, beautiful, gorgeous woman. So I said, okay, we won't call her. And this was what shocked my coach at the time. I said, we won't call her. I won't even schedule another date. We'll just go on these other dates. I said, she's going to call me, and my coach, like, she's not going to call you. That doesn't happen here. Tuesday morning, the woman was on the phone with my coach saying, you know, can I have another date with William? They call me William in Ukraine. So, and she was shocked. She's like, she wants to have another date with you. So we had another date, but it was rushed. Like, she didn't let me go out and meet her outside, and she didn't let me take her outside. And my coach said that was because she was going on other dates. Like, so the Uber, maybe the other man was out in the Uber waiting for her or whatever. So long story short, we had a third date, and I told my coach, listen, this is the woman I want to be with. I can feel it.
Your coach was with you, right?
Yeah.
On the date.
And I said, on the dates. Yep. And this woman spoke a little English. She understood it a lot, but only spoke it a little. I said, I'm done. I'm gonna, because I had other dates, beautiful women. I dated women from 25 to I think 48 was the highest. I said, but I feel like she could be the one, and I'm going to throw it all out to her. So we
here, guys, Renee, hello to you. This is a good comment. Here is, I can see first, like very objective critique. And Renee, you have a point. You're really right that she didn't do here. She was with a very basic makeup, which can be appropriate for video date, but she's a busy woman. Don't forget this. And she could saw Billy's profile before, so she already have some level of expectations from this man. And why she agreed for this date? Because she wanted to test what she will see on this video. Confident, strong man, or she saw what she saw. So I think she agreed to check, to test the guy. What is he in real life, not only on pictures. And yeah, I agree with you that in some way, I think this is a must-have for lady to come to the first, especially date, video date, to try to show best sides. Yeah. So this is something which I also surprised about this, because this is something in common about Ukrainian ladies. When we really do care, we're really preparing. So always some hair style done, some makeup, some not something fancy like for a party, but anyway, some interesting outfit. So Rene, absolutely agree with you here. Thank you for this comment.
We had this late dinner, and I'm sitting across from her, and I said, Victoria, I said, I feel for you so much. I said, this is our third date. I'm like, I don't want to date anybody else. I said, I'm staying.
Tommy, hello to you, Tommy boy. Um, I will make a little like teaser also for you. We will return to this moment with Billy at our next coaching. So you can see some deep things, Tommy, thank you. And also want to return, Renee, to your comment about that she appeared casual. But guys, I hope you also can agree with me that Natalia, that level of lady as Natalia, she can let herself to show up with in casual with the very daily small makeup. She well groomed, she well treated, she invests in herself, in her appearance. So she just didn't try to show off, and she can let herself to be just with some daily makeup, like to do lashes. She has good skin. She's good looking, even like everyday usual look.
An extra in Nikolai for the weekend after the event's over. I want us to be together. I said I felt it the first day we were together. And I said, but we had to all go through this process. They said I had to date other women. They said you were going to date other men. And she said to me, she looked me right in the eye. She said, why couldn't you have told me this the first day? She's like, I felt that for you for the first day. She's like, now my heart's open to you. She's like, now my heart's open to you completely. So I was like, yes. Like, I'm like, I felt great. I'm like, this is great. My coach was like scared, and she was like, kept on looking at me like, what are you doing? So then we had a nice dinner, and then we went bowling afterwards. She said, I can't wait to see you, the next day. We're going to go to this dinner together. There was going to be a big dinner on Friday. My coach came in the next day and said she doesn't want to talk to you anymore. And just like that. Like, so I don't know if
it's weird for me because I never was involved in this system in Ukraine. So I'm listening to you attentively and try to understand, are those ladies who are serious to you and sincere, or they just played that role? Because in Ukraine, we have unfortunately a lot of agencies who cheating foreigners. And girls, for some benefits from these agencies, they ready to play these roles. So I just listening to you, and I'm trying to understand, were these ladies sincere to you, or you misunderstood them? They were maybe good actresses or something, because
I don't know.
It is very weird that she stopped communication if she really had.
I wasn't sure because we didn't exchange telephone numbers. So I wasn't sure at that very moment when she told, because literally 12 hours earlier, she said she couldn't wait to spend the day with me the next day. She was clearing her schedule. I wasn't sure if it was the woman or if it was like the coach that put the kibosh to it. Like, she still wanted me to date other women because
not possible. If I would be a client of any agency, I will be able to choose myself. So what can I say to you that I think my impression, I don't know what agency, I have no idea. I never was involved in this system.
Yeah.
So, but if a real lady and genuine agency who really want to create couples, right? They will not tell to ladies, don't speak to this or to this one, or don't give a phone number or change their mind. The girl, absolutely free, right? She has freedom to.
I thought so, yeah. And I trusted her, so I don't know.
I think we should let that experience, like nothing happened after that, right? It was not successful, even if they say this to you, but still you don't have these ladies. And didn't communicate.
So I just continued on. I had another woman, so they had me go out with this other woman.
We will have no time. We have 10 minutes just. So I just want, I understand it's enough stories for me about your personal experience. And I know a little bit about like which way you communicated. So I want to explain to you such things about, like, I think you accept for yourself in one way how ladies behave themselves, right? You sometimes, I think you don't understand when they are sincere and when they are not. If the lady is sincere, and she will be open to communication, not through bad agencies when you have meetings and they have some benefits or free dinners at least, right? So I mean about real communication when they're not involved with agency anymore, like you exchanging numbers, like it should be, like it was actually this guarantee with Victoria and I don't remember, I'm sorry,
Katerina.
Katerina, right, thank you. So they don't have any benefits from this communication. The only benefit they want to find a husband, to meet a correct man. And after this introduction Zoom, and then after exchanging numbers, you communicate personally. And ladies, they watching on you, on every your action, every your message, how often you communicate, how interesting you communicate. And this would be indicator for them. Are they interested in you? And how serious they will be to you. If girls doesn't respond to you, means they don't have interest anymore. And if it was the interest after Zoom, right? So was a reason, was interest. And if then they stopped to communicate, to respond, something was wrong. As I can see and see from matchmaker respond who talked to girls, it was like some pressure. Girls said that. Maybe you're not agree, but we should work in this direction with you. Like the way, literally, how often you should communicate with the ladies, and also important, the quality of this communication. Like not just good morning, not just questions all the time to her. It's very important to build this both way interest in communication. You should feel, you should learn how to feel to receive this interest back from ladies. So you should tell something interesting, what you have at your...
Hello, Billy. Exactly. So for me also is a question like how some foreigners believe in such a bullshit when the lady, first of all, lady in Ukraine not show their feelings first. They will not approach you. They will not tell you like, oh my God, I like you so much. And open her feelings. She will wait and when you will court the lady and conquer her heart. Exactly, Billy. Well done.
Life or some ideas, plans for future. You should ask her about her day.
Also here, Simon, I can see your comments, all of them. Too young for what? So I can't understand what the ladies similar to my age behave themselves. So do you think if the coach will be 50 years old, she will understand lady what she need at her 35 years old? Do you think it would be better? I don't have life experience, you think, to give some advice and show mistakes about courtship from foreign men to Ukrainian ladies?
For example, and if she telling you like, oh my God, I have such a tight schedule, I will be busy, need to be flexible and understandable, like to respect her time if she is busy. So means that no need to disturb her right now, and you can just tell message like, please let me know when you will be free, when you will be able to talk after your deals.
Yeah.
Right? So better to be respectful and not like a man, you should be a little stronger and a little more initiative at the beginning, but not over communicate, not over text. Like important when you're doing first steps, just be a little patient, okay? So then when you will conquer this very first period, when she will know you in reality and she will understand that, yes, Bill, I like that person I communicate with, when she will know you're real, then you will be free people, you will
Are you jealous,
stay in
Simon?
relations. That way is what is possible and comfortable for you. But before,
not to scary this communication, not to push like out because of some messages which for our girls, they can be like empty, like spam. When you ask a lot of questions and the same time, like good morning, how are you doing? What are your plans for a day? Okay, she can briefly, for example, answer to you like, good morning, I'm okay, and I will have working day, like that, right? And nothing can be. So should be something exciting in your communication, something interesting. And also this interest can appear when you also have something interesting at your day, at your life in general, like things you learn, like staying in some process, when you try to achieve some goals in your life, when you have some interesting hobbies, when you like something, really like,
Yes,
and this
sure.
is really your hobby. For example,
course.
you like walking with the dog and you like some walkings. It's like time spending. I can say that this is hobby. It's like, it can be very similar every time, but anyway, it's some interest. Yeah, you can describe something, what happened interesting. You can describe your goals or some your previous experience. You know, it's very nice when a man can teach something, some new knowledges, yes, to share some knowledges with the woman, and she feel a little bit like a little girl next to him, and oh, really, I didn't know that, it's really interesting. But if you're a good teller, no need to make huge stories because it's difficult to accept. So not to be over communicative, but to be interesting. And I think we should work this way with you. Like what kind of man you should be, you should show yourself from which side to ladies. And then they will accept you like more interesting, more serious. So task for this week, you should find new ladies. And Billy, my advice to you, don't choose too beautiful and too young lady. Like 15 years age gap, it's too much. It would work better if the lady would be 40 plus. It would work better. I understand that not every lady can respond to you with yes, and it's okay. As well as I will ask for many men, not everyone will answer yes for me, because it's every person is very individual, right? And with specific tastes and views. So it can be, it doesn't mean that you should give up or accept this like offense or something. No, we will try next, ladies. We have 1,300 ladies in our database, and all of them, they are really sincere. We're making investigations before they become our clients, and we trying to check them from different sides. Like, are they connected with something suspicious about bad agencies or some bad stories in past or something? So let's try first. 40 plus, I really recommend to you, because Billy, girls like under 40, they would be more demanding. With this age gap, you need to compensate with something very special. I'm sorry, this is true. So usually girls which are like middle 30s, early 30s, they will expect most of all nice looking men, not with a huge age gap. If it would be an age gap, most of all men should be successful and interested and understanding, like Carrie in such a level that she will understand why she do this step with the age gap. Like, such is life. I will explain you once, not because they're bad, not because they are gold diggers, no, but every person know how much we worth, right? How much we cost, because everybody understands what you can put on the table. So do you have time for today in 1 hour? Yeah, I will call you because I will have stream right now, which would be 1 hour. And I will call you on the phone. If you will be available, we will make continue of our conference, because I think we have a lot of things to discuss. Okay?
Sure, Sure, no problem. Take care.
Thank you, Bill.
All right, bye-bye.
Waiting for Simon, experienced coach here. Okay, Vincent, hello. But Jana could support Billy's coaching by showing Billy to non-verbal cues from Natalia, not asking questions, not well prepared for date, too independent, etc. Vincent, all these things I think Billy should understand when he choose her profile and could see all those pictures, could read profile. Just to blame ladies, we will waste time and not change Billy's behavior, especially at this case after scamming, when he used to believe that every woman is into him. It will not help to Billy, guys, if I will tell that Natalia did this and this and this mistake. After their intro call, I told to him, you was really better. You did compliments. You was active with the questions. So I don't care right now about Natalia. I can see Billy's mistakes and I need to fix them, not to repeat the same mistakes in the future with future ladies. You can see from our video from episode to episode, he already did 4 intra Zoom calls with match guarantee ladies, 4 guys, and all the same mistakes. So you really think that I should criticize ladies? Or we should fix something in Billy's behavior to avoid the same mistakes in the future? And to choose a correct woman, of course, this should be his choice of woman he like, and that is why they have this opportunity on intra Zoom call. And when man can also admit all the signs for himself, and if you don't like which way woman deliver herself, you can not choose this woman. You are able to do this. For you, it's science. How she care about to prepare herself to the camera, to the first date. Actually, after intro call with Natalia, we had our first talk at Zoom, and here we had first our follow-up one-on-one, which was booked, and Billy had delay, so it was less than should be. Billy, I love watching the interaction between Billy and Jana, as she has the expressive look of concern and concentration. Thank you, Billy. Yes, guys. First of all, I know Billy because I also we could see here 4 Zoom intro calls with our ladies from Age Guarantee, but also I was interpreter with other ladies, and Billy, like by script, delivered his stories the same, absolutely the same, all the time. So I was a little bit familiar with him, like with what kind of man and how he communicates. Every time he did just absolutely one-on-one scenario, absolutely the same. So it needs time to deliver this, to share this information, to make sure that he accept this and agree with this. To change yourself first, we need to agree that we're doing something wrong, not to get offended. And Billy don't. As you can see, he is well done. That he still keep trying and he accept all this coaching, all these advices, not like, oh, why you blaming me? I don't want, I want to do the same and to have result. He understand. And Simon, that the reason the social class need to be matched well. Successful single person cannot match divorced person for a good reason. Yes, exactly. Follow the show and you can see his journey from the beginning without editing and till the end. Poll results. We have 22 votes. I don't know which agency because it was not connected, not with me, not with Match Guarantee. So he physically was in Ukraine through some agency. I don't know which. You can maybe ask him if he will come live. Tommy, I think Jana girl is getting fed up with Billy not listening to anyone. No, Tommy, it's just a process which takes time. Not everything you can change that fast. So, guys, if you can imagine, it will not work if after his fail or 4-time fail with the video dates with our ladies, I will come on coaching with Billy and I will say, like, guys, stop this, stop this, stop this, and become in one moment confident and masculine. I need to explain how to become that kind of man. And this is not all coaching we did with him. So it is just a beginning. And he need to understand slowly, but he need to trust and he need to have this wish to change himself. And I want, by the way, to give my compliments to Billy. He, even if he interrupts sometimes, it's okay. All of us has dark sides. Not only him, all of us can be sometimes not impatient or don't want to listen to some good advices, change ourselves or go out of zone of our comfort. But he is a good student, I can say. And incentivizing, yeah, I think if to bring here that kind of knowledge and critique, so better to come to the live stream and to explain how to be a coach. I think it's not maybe final results. Entertainment results. Why have not yet become a Match Guarantee client? 20 votes. I'm afraid I will fail. 20%. I'm afraid of a scam. 25%. Oh, guys, why here? Why at Match Guarantee you afraid of scam? Running our database and checking ladies and all their background, all their dark stories, trying to do that. I do not want to be a YouTube spectacle, guys. It happens only with your permission. Not every our client we show here, and not even picture. So you can't see a lot of our clients just because they not agree for this to go on public. You can book a free consultation. I will show you, and you will know all the information you need. Now I need to find my here is it. Alan, the coach for that agency is paid by the agency. Her job is to make sure that Billy goes out in a lot of different dates and doesn't focus on the lady he likes. So remember, the coach is paid by agency. Exactly, Alan. And this is like a must-have for you foreign guys to understand this, that it doesn't, it looks so easy when you stay in so far and all these ladies like telling you, oh, come here with me, and they go for date. We explaining so much here, like everything what you will receive, some lady probably will show up and go to a fancy restaurant with you when you need to pay, and that's it, and then they will ghost it. Hello, Mark, I like your comments. I know that you have Ukrainian wife and you understand very much. I like your comments. Trying to help, Billy needs to listen, and he does, guys, he really does. Jacob, to Tommy, Jana has the patience of Job from the Bible, listening to all his ridiculous stories he told. Guys, don't forget that Billy, he is a talker. He very talkative person, and he need to share his pain. And if I will not listen, who will? Of course, he want to share all his hurt, all his pain, all his stories, and as well, he didn't tie it yet. I was that person who did translation several times to him, and he didn't tie it to deliver his stories again and again about his past relations, about his escaping from Ukraine, about his dog or work, all the time the same. And he didn't tie it of this. He's a big talker, but you need to understand that kind of person, and what the key you need to find to this man. He will listen you when he also can be heard. This is things which many guys, especially foreign guys, need to learn. Yes. So if the person talking to you or smiling to you, it doesn't mean that everything is fine, that everything is good. So yes, need to admit a lot of signs. Body language, also verbal questions and answers. Tommy, my mature boy, I love your comments. And the way you look at people and can see many things. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bill, I wish that Match Guarantee would update their database to show short video clips for the women making introductions. More details, also height and weight in feet, in inches and pounds. It's a big work, guys, and I think we more focus on more important things like how to match people and doing this kind of work. What to Godmother, from my understanding, before you can do anything, you need to have a free consultation call. Guys, I will show you, Godmother, please. You can really book this free consultation and receive all your questions, all your answers. Consultation is free and absolutely dedicated to you and to your situation. Need to understand your case, your preferences, also your opportunities. He looks like he is listening to Jana girl, and he is. Tommy supporting me. Yeah. Yes, guys, before you can know the price, every situation can be very individual, and it's not a shop when you can go just and buy some service or some. Need to understand a lot of things before become a client. Okay, I will return to comments later, guys. One moment. Let me tease you a little bit by saying that for those guys that stick around near the end, I'll be playing another teaser clip where Billy asks Joe for help with a big problem he now has dating. Talk about a cliffhanger. And also, guys, as I announced you, I want to play that teaser about Billy.
Hey,
Hi,
Jana.
Joe.
Hey, guys. Jana, that's twice you're teasing us in this live stream with two cliffhangers.
I'm sorry, I'm
You tease.
sinner.
You tease. Hey, guys, how's
Guys
everyone?
sometimes so impatient. They want to know everything, right? So let's show a little bit because they think this is the old coaching we had, but we had some steps before Billy's journey at the beginning, at the end. And so let's show a little bit.
Okay, so you guys think we're clickbaiting you, but we're not. I promise you, this is a real cliffhanger. And I promise you, you're not going to want a minute, miss a minute of Billy's story to hear it as it unfolds. But before we play this cliffhanger, I just want to put Jana on a hot seat, if I may, for a few minutes. And remember, Jana, we were talking before we started doing the Billy and the Kid dating in Ukraine reality show, as we're calling it. And I said, Jana, what do you think Billy's chances of success are? You remember that? How would you rate Billy? And do you remember the number you gave? And then,
of course, I gave him 5 from 10.
You gave him a 5.
5 out
Remember
from
the
10.
number I gave you?
Yeah. You said you are very close. You gave 4.
Oh, yeah. I didn't tell you. I said, did I? Yeah. So I said 4. So, guys, I just want you to understand a couple of things. Jana is the epitome of an expert at exactly this. We're talking about first dates specifically with Ukrainian ladies, and she's done over 1,000 of them. I mean, you know the definition of an expert: 10,000 hours at your craft. So you're looking at the advice of a true blue expert who does it from the heart, who's seen all the mistakes, who's honest and open, even brazen for Ukrainian, because Ukrainian people don't want to say anything sharp that even might offend somebody. But you guys know, right? We all know that if we don't hear our own critiques, we're not going to improve. So it's a shitty coach, honestly. If a coach doesn't want to offend, it's just not a good coach. So Jana is the best. And she's getting great advice from Billy. For Billy, not only did Billy have Luba, who's a fantastic coach. He's now had Jana. And as Jana revealed to you today, she has been a translator on, do you know how many, I asked you this before, how many dates before in your previous translation work?
I don't remember the amount of dates, but I know that it were like 5 ladies, and every time one scenario, one script from Billy. Every time, absolutely the same.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, I don't think that I can open all the information, not my
But
rights.
You told me before about 5.
5 ladies, not 5 dates, 5 ladies.
5, many dates with the same ladies.
Not the same, different 5 ladies.
5 ladies,
It
but
was before Match Guarantee. Yes, he spoke to different ladies, and he did the same again and again, but he didn't have any coaching. So he just came to the video call with the lady and introduce himself every time the same manner, which we could see with Katerina, with Anna, with Victoria. So absolutely the same, one and one.
Question is, so 5 ladies and about how many total dates, like in total, before match guarantee with this other agency?
Maybe 10, like
2 dates each, approximately. So you see, and guys, Billy's backstory, he has 3 years of dating before match guarantee. So 3 years and $43,000 spent, many different agencies, many different ways of meeting ladies. I'm not saying all of them were toxic scam by design sites. Some of them were, some of them were not. But I'm going to be proud, very like a proud papa, really, when Billy is successful. Because I got to tell you, my opinion, you guys saw my opinion last time. I downgraded Billy to a 3. And let me clarify, I don't actually mean chances of him being successful. As I explained before, that number, my number 4, was the ease or difficulty in which he was going to have success. So my number 5 means it's not going to exactly be easy for him, and Jana's as well. But whether he will be successful, it's just completely 100% up to him, because he's a lifer. He ain't getting out of the match guarantee jail till he gets married, right? So if he gives up, he's going to fail. If he doesn't give up, he's not going to fail. So that is, I can't even vote on that. Well, I could actually, but anyway, because that comes down to a man's resilience, his tenacity. How badly does he want this goal in his life, right? Okay, so Jana, I'm just going to put you in the backyard and I'll bring you right back, okay? In a few minutes.
Yeah, sure.
The guys, okay, thanks. So which one are you on? Which one can you? I don't know which one of these. So guys, the reason I'm putting Jana to the background is I want to say, please, guys, what do you think of Jana? How is she doing in this series for you guys? And remember, we're doing this series for you guys. And it's my fervent hope that by seeing a man that's not easy slam dunk, easy peasy, slam dunk success story, but a more difficult client, by seeing this, by experiencing it almost like firsthand, as close as we can get to genuine 100% transparency firsthand. By seeing this, it will help you in spades. That is my hope for you guys. And remember, I'm bringing this to you because you guys, I think it was 82% of you guys asked for it. Yeah. And we have clients, many clients that became a client saying, you know what? I became a client because I saw so-and-so client on video explaining his story. And that wasn't the full thing. It was just a client, once he's been successful, explain his story. So I know very well that's what you guys really want. So that's why we're bringing it to you. So I just want to address this here, poll results from today. And I want to talk to you guys about this because I'm frankly shocked. So the question is, why have you not yet become a match guarantee client? I'm afraid, 23%. This I totally get. At the end of the day, fear is what holds us back from our dreams always. It's pretty much 100% of the time. So this 23% of you guys, or is it 20? 20%? I've got a really tiny screen in front of me. 20%? I'm afraid it will fail, 23%. Or did I muck this up? 20%, I'm afraid to fail. Oh, sorry. It's so small. 23%, I'm afraid of scams. Okay, I totally get you guys. But just trust your gut. That's my best advice for you. And you will avoid the scams. Trust your gut. It doesn't lie to you. If your gut says match guarantee is true blue, great, come on board. If it doesn't, stay away, right? Trust your gut. And that goes for anybody that you're looking at working with to find your Ukrainian bride. Okay, 23% said, I'm afraid match guarantee would use my story publicly, right? I think that's 23%. And I think I didn't get this, didn't all fit in. Maybe what you could put the proper stats up. I'm sure you've done it as well. So this is, you guys, I'm shocked. I've been playing this and I've told you guys, or let me change the format on this first. Um, I've explained this to you, and now you'll have it in written form. Oh, it's too big. Oh, wow. It's too big, but I can scroll it. Okay. Okay, I can scroll this notice. So, client notice, please be reassured that your privacy is our absolute unequivocal promise to you. Billy's case is exceptional. He is a no wife, no pay client. So he received financial incentives, i.e., he only paid us $4,000 up front, and then he will pay us the balance, which is $16,000, when he's successful, split into two payments. Just so you know, engagement and marriage. So we're in essence taking all the risk of not getting of his success or failure, right? So so no wife, no pay. Wife, pay. So we put all the risk on us, and that's why it's an experiment, because at the end of the day, I need to understand this can work for both of us. And there was qualification requirements for Billy, which our requirements are a minimum of 3 yeses on his 10 ladies that he chose. The first 10 ladies that he chose, not the first, the last actually, the last 10 ladies that he chose, because Billy was involved with us before on the No Wife, No Pay reality TV show edition, stuff like that. But this last time he got 3 yeses from 10, 3 or 4, I can't recall, but the minimum is 3. And that's pretty loose. If you're not getting 3 yeses from 10, then you're not in zone of success. Zone of success is a minimum really of 3, but I'd rather see 4. So Billy got 3. So he's a little bit out to lunch. And we can see that from the result, right? He's a little bit out of zone of success, a little bit, a lot of it, depending on how you want to play it. But anyway, my point of talking about this, you guys, is that you don't need to be, as in this poll, 23% of you are afraid you'd be a match guarantee public spectacle. No, we have clients that you never hear their name, you never see them, quite a few, because they don't want that. That is their choice. Of course, we respect that. Of course, everybody that you see on a picture of or anything, they have consented to and given us their blessing to share their story, share their picture. And if they don't want, they don't, and you never see them. So please let's put that to bed. Okay, so that's what I want to share with you. Let's go ahead now and share the first cliffhanger. Okay. And then I'll bring Jana back in and we'll chat.
It's crazy. So I'm looking for like a little advice. Like, what should I do? Should I go forward? Like, give her what she wants? Do I try to tease her? I don't know. Like right now it's easy because today she's with her mother, and her mother lives like 30 or 40 minutes away. So she went to visit her and her niece and somebody else. So she's gone until tomorrow. So I have time to think about it. But tomorrow in the evening, she's expecting action.
Action. So guys, this is Billy in his current lady. Because you understand you're behind. This is a TV show, right? So YouTube show. So you're behind the times a little bit. So that's a sneak peek of where he's at. Listen, I thanks what for putting this full poll. And the last one I just wanted to address that 31% cannot afford 20 grand. Listen, if you can't afford 20 grand, which Billy couldn't, he put down 4. What you want to do is, if you're open to doing the no wife, no pay, go ahead and fill out the application. It's in the description below. And then you only pay 4 grand. And then the question to ask yourself is, are you willing to risk 4 grand to go through Billy's experience, right? And then you only pay another 16 grand if you get married, engaged and married. I mean, what is a happy marriage, relationship, maybe family? What's that worth to you? If it's not worth 16 grand and it's going to happen like this for you, as long as you take our coaching and Jana's wonderful coaching, if it's not worth 16 grand to you, when, Canadians by the truckload are going to the dealerships now into Ford and buying a new pickup truck, the base is 50. And then with all the bells and whistles, you add on easily up to $75,000 on these huge payments. So that brings you more pleasure than $16,000. to find an incredible, high quality, well vetted wife? Well, if that's the case, you're not our client. You don't understand. I don't know. I'm speechless, honestly, and I don't need to, you know, pump us because what we do, we're the best in the world. We have the best, highest marriage stats in the world, even under lie detector tests. So, okay, so let's bring Jana back in. Hello, Jana.
Hello, guys. Welcome
What
back
do
to
you think of
me.
that
I
video?
read in comments. We have really a lot. I don't know till what time we will stay here.
So what do you think? Because guys, Jana is also doesn't know Billy's current status. Only I know. I'm now his coach. You know, so well, I mean, we're all his coach, but he's choosing now to talk to me, not Jana. Jana, why is Billy not answering me? I don't understand. I want him to be successful. I don't want him to fuck it up again. Right? That was funny when you
I
called me.
wanted to protect him from mistakes in the future because to
Protect him from
get
himself.
into relations with someone is not a full success. Of course, I'm worried.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So let's say I'll chime back in a bit, but why don't you deal with the questions? And please, what's your name? Simon Stock Trader. Again, this is your opportunity to talk to me one-on-one on cam. Join me, and I'm not going to roast you or anything. Please don't be afraid. I want to talk to you gentlemen online. How many of it? I want to talk to you guys about this topic of Ukrainian women make mistakes dating us too, right? It's a valid topic. And I don't want to just sweep it under the carpet for you guys. I want to talk about it man to man. And, you know, because it's an important topic. And I'm offering this to you, Simon Stock Trader. And it'll be a great dialogue between two blokes. You know, you have a lot of dating experience. I understand you lived in Ukraine, as do I. So it'll be a very intellectual conversation, maybe debate, right? And there's always, you know, every question is like a diamond facet, has many different angles to it, right?
Mhm.
And Ukrainian women absolutely make a lot of mistakes, if you want to call them that. They don't understand us. At the end of the day, relationship based on understanding, right? Or I should say good relationship or great relationship based on great understanding. And this is the challenge, getting the two minds that are literally like almost like North Pole, South Pole of a magnet, right? Is like they don't come together because they don't understand each other. So your goal dating Ukrainian women is to understand them. And okay, you flip side of that is, well, their job is to understand me. And that's what we want to talk about, guys. We want to talk about that. And somebody's comment. You're ready to roast him. No, really, I'm not. I mean, but I'm opinionated, right? So if you call that roasting, I mean, I always express my opinion, right? And that's it. That's what everybody does. They express their opinion. Okay, so I'll turn you back over to the beautiful Jana, and I'll come back in a little bit when we have the second, guys, which is even it's much juicier. The second cliffhanger. You don't want to miss it. Okay, we'll see you back in a bit.
Waiting with
Oh yeah, this is
this
hilarious.
information, Joseph.
So, listen, I had the hardest time editing this coaching call I had with Billy. I mean, this next clip has beeps in it. It has beep because I had to understand where. Okay, how much to show you guys and how much should really be kept offline. Okay, so let's just leave it there. Good luck.
Thank you. Okay, guys, I will read your comments before this teaser, which I'm also excited to watch. Jack, I may be biased, but from my perspective, Jana is very talented. 40 plus for Billy is giving him room to stretch younger, but still more compatible. Jana knows Ukrainian women. We as Western men knows no less. Thank you so much, Jack, for your support. Yes, guys, I just want to tell that before choose like higher SMV, you should also be the same league. And then, of course, you can choose anyone. I can see Mark explaining here that he has 15 years age gap with his lady, with his wife, but it just means that he found uh, something interesting for his wife, for his lady, that she is okay with this age gap. So it's absolutely not realistic when such guys like Billy, they want big age gap, they want beautiful woman who self-made woman, who successful, confident. But what you can bring as a man on a table need to be compatible, of course. Lady will be fine. Here also need to fix that. Of course, it is impossible to buy tickets and to get married very soon for any first lady who will say yes to you. Of course, need to know each other closer and to pass through this period to get know each other, to understand small habits. Are you compatible? When all this sweet bouquet period will pass, also, how will you feel next to this person? It only shows his desperation, that he so desperate want to meet anyone. Hello, Carlos. Hello, thank you for joining. Nice. Steven, hello, I'm glad to see you, and I saw your comment that you're okay. Thank you so much for letting me know. That's great. Doing awesome. Love you all. How to the match guarantee, man. Hello, and hope you have been well and taking care about yourself. Thank you. So, Juan Antonio, we have some competition with you about here. Okay. I will not argue. And thank you so much for your support. Yeah, it's such a position to sit and to leave comments, and everyone's so smart, to give critiques, to sit somewhere, as well to Billy. Why we're doing this show, guys? You can see from inside how it happening, and what mistakes all of you can admit and bring this critique. But believe me, a lot of men doing the same mistakes, and it's difficult to understand what's wrong with you if somebody will not show you the way. Tommy, Jana, girl Billy needs to dump his problem on a professional. Not every girl he meets on the first video. And before do this, he can't like organize himself in this way. He don't understand this, that he need this kind of help until someone not tell him and explain. And Jana, from the past video, I can see Billy improving. He need more practice, and it's very important the ladies match his communication standard. Yeah, exactly, guys. You know what my honest opinion about Billy? When Joseph asked me, like, how do you think we can rate Billy? What level of success he can have? And I gave him 5 from 10. And you know what? If he will be realistic, not choose higher level, like very high standards of ladies, and he will meet some lady simple who can be without super expectations, who also would be the same love language, he will be absolutely okay. He is a nice man, kind-hearted. This is a good quality, very nice, and women adore this quality, and it can bring him success. The only thing he need. The only thing he need to meet such kind of woman who will be compatible with him. But before, we really need to clean up all his mistakes, not to scary out such lady who can be serious. Thank you so much, Tommy boy. Thank you, Jack. Thank you so much, Mark. Guys, greeting Joseph. Okay. Salts. Joseph already showed that. Okay, guys, run into your comments. Oh my God, how much we have. Written, yeah. Billy, thank you so much. Yes, before our coaching, unfortunately, yes. And guys, I will also give you a little like teaser. Then he fixed. Just he didn't have any coaching before, and he didn't understand that it doesn't work. And he did again and again the same things, which of course brought absolutely the same result all the time. Joe is the stand-up guy. Even though I wasn't a client, he said if I ever needed anything when I visited to give him a call, I would trust him 100%. Yeah, exactly, guys. Much guarantee shows us what the Billy is going for a few reasons. Firstly, show us that what not to do. Secondly, we are here to help Billy, all of us. Yes, Mark, you have your point, of course. Yeah, very first, it's very helpful to other guys when you can see somebody's mistakes from side. It's helpful because you look from side, it looks stupid, it doesn't work. We discussing this, and thank you. And second, yeah, you also can bring some of you, like you, Mark. Yeah, you get successful with your Ukrainian wife, so of course you can bring some comments. What from your man's perspective, from your Western man's perspective, of course. Jana is doing awesome. My wife Tanya loves her. Thank you so much. Greetings to your lovely wife Tanya. It's nice to hear that. Here, I think. Rick, hello to you. Billy will not be successful until he comes to reality and close that age gap down and is willing to listen and change his approach. That's exactly what we're doing here. So, as you could hear today, I already asked him, like, it would be more realistic for you if you will choose some lady 40 plus. Joe, you will lucky. Thank you. First of all, lady 40 plus, because Billy is 53, so 40 and more. Everything what is under 40, guys, girls looks different, looks very attractive, very, very good looking. They have other kind of expectations. And it would be, first of all, we need to fix all the mistakes. Probably then he can be successful, but better to be realistic. Brendan, nice to see you. I cannot fault Jana. She has a difficult job to do. Yes, guys, and we working with people. Don't forget, it is not a machine, not some mechanism when you just need to put some detail into other detail, and everything would work. Humans being, we need time to understand. It's also like psychology, and we need time to accept and to admit some changes. Guys, let's be more optimistic, Rick. Yes, and he will fail immediately or soon after until he gets his help he needs. Yeah, definitely, guys. If oh, sorry, I skipped something. Jana, don't get upset. Yeah, I'm okay. About Billy also, about this help. If he didn't need this help, he could do this by his own. He could be successful when he came to Ukraine. Why he didn't? Zero relations, 2 trips to Ukraine, several dating agencies, and zero success. He didn't even stay for even short period in relations with someone. So of course he need help, and this help will change him, and then he will have absolutely different level and opportunities for success. Your comment already was. Guys, trying to pick the most interesting year. Joseph, no pay, no wife. Thank you so much. Very pleasant. Make me shy a little bit. Billy, you're welcome. Thank you. Ellen, Jana is doing great with this for us and for Billy's story. Would like to see a bit more on the ladies he's dated. This would let us men know it is all Billy's fault or combination. What fault? Of course, guys, first of all, never exist a 100% fault of just one person in any relations, even first date. If even someone doing mistakes, other person also has responsibilities. First of all, responsibility for choice. As well, we criticizing Billy. He get a high score with Natalia, but she agreed, right? So of course it never just one side fault. Of course it's combination, but for us, like for coaches, welcome Joseph. Check your microphone is muted. Joseph, microphone.
Sorry, guys. I want to address this comment, but first, before this, this is a prospective client that was going to become a client, and I will address that in just a second, okay? But since we're in flow about mistakes ladies make, I don't want to sweep that under the carpet, and it looks like Simon Stock Trader is Simon the Invisible, so he's not coming on. He's not even saying boo. So, guys, let's all as guys be men in the house, accompanied by a beautiful lady here, Jana, and let's talk about the mistakes ladies make. Let me ask Jana first. Do you see any, like in your opinion? Oh, there was one you said. Natalie she didn't dress so nicely, makeup and stuff like that. She wasn't all dolled up. And
she was, by the way, she was good looking, but absolutely everyone can see that she didn't put that much effort to impress him.
Do you think that was a mistake? I heard you earlier. You thought so? Yeah.
It was a mistake. In her case, I don't think it was a mistake, because I don't think that when she chose a man 17 years older, she could saw his pictures, his profile. I don't think that she had that great expectations, probably, but anyway, she agreed. And Joseph, I hope all of you can agree with me that Natalia can let herself to show up in casual without specific makeup. She's really, from my lady's perspective, guys, I'm not a guy, it's more difficult for me to judge. She's 9.5 from 10.
So thank you for your opinion on that. And I agree. I just want to provide some kind of more insights as the man and as a matchmaker. It's, to me, not a mistake. It's a telltale. It's a telltale of her level of interest coming into the date. Not so interested, because let's face it, it takes time. You should, I mean, if I ask Jana, how much time do you take? Do you put effort into getting ready for your live streams? What do you think she's going to say to me? Of course, it's in Ukrainian ladies' blood. But she's meeting a lot of you guys, right? And so it's just a telltale that Natalia is not so interested in Billy, but guess what? She was willing to give it a shot. Maybe she has a call with him and he's super interesting. Maybe he's more like a mentor. That is a big plus of age gap, guys. That, oh, is this guy really intelligent? Is he really personally developed? Am I going to really grow and develop with this guy, right? Billy's a little bit not really so much like that, right? And so she gave him a shot. So guys, just know that when you show up for a date, video date or otherwise, if she's not all dolled up, she's just at that point, she's not that level of interest, not that really interested in you, because it takes time. Hair, makeup, petty, mani, it all takes time and money, right? So any other mistakes, guys, please load up on.
Joseph, 1 second, please.
Well, one second.
By
Guys, just
Natalia.
write in comments, just to give time to guys to write. Write in comments, please. What mistakes have you seen any of Billy's dates making? From a man's perspective, it was, in your opinion, a mistake. Because let's talk about it. Please go ahead, Jana.
I want to explain, guys, that now we have very popular tendency to look natural, very good. Not to have this extra makeup like red lips, black eyes all the time. Ladies invest a lot to look like they are naturally beautiful. So they doing a lot of like cosmetology procedures, like they doing some permanent makeup which looks natural. So ladies invest to look much more natural, but at the same time improve themselves. It is popular nowadays, and also, if we will rely on your man's opinion, you appreciate when the lady like beautiful when she's natural. So now we're trying to be that natural ladies for you. At the same time, it's some effort. Not a mistake when both of them not dress well as in virtual communication. I do agree, maybe Natalia not have high interest with Billy. By the way, good point of view, and I think it would be a little stupid if the lady will come to you in a cocktail dress on a video date or some very evening dress.
Yeah, Carlos, you're absolutely right. The flip side of this is true. If the girl comes all dolled up, she has a high level of interest in you. And guys, I've had dating in Ukraine where I've had both. Okay, I've had both, and more importantly, I've been with clients. Sometimes on a date, a few times it was a little awkward, but with the translator, and the girl comes in. I saw gumboots in Kiev. She came. She was smoking hot girl, big age difference. And it's such a huge, like, I don't know, when you've been around the block, it's so obvious. Like, I showed up with the translator and we both looked at each other like, so, why was she dating him? I don't really know to this day, but I think Tatiana talked to her afterwards. The point is, sometimes girls, when there's a big age gap, they're curious. Like, why does this guy think he can catch me? Like, she's
At
just.
the same time, she understands that she don't need to put that much effort because they have 17 years age gap. You already should be happy that you talk to me. I think it's ladies'
This
perspective.
one was a Venezuelan man, and it was a 25-year age gap. And to be honest, the reason I was at the date is I wanted to get my own gut feel as to why, because he was crazy about her and he was going off all like really going wacko. And I'm like, so as you guys know, when I was boots on the ground coaching in Kiev with guys, I mean, I did coaching as buddy coaching. So we're buds and I'm watching your back, right? So in that fashion, I watched. And after the date, I said, dude, just forget about her. She's not into you at all. She's so out of your league, right? So back to guys, the mistakes, the dates, Billy's dates made. Any mistakes, please? None of you guys are voicing any mistakes. Why is that? I mean, Simon Stock Trader is not the only one that thinks that our ladies make mistakes. We get quite a few comments on the channel that, hey, why don't you guys coach the ladies too? We get that comment. Jana, what do you think of that?
I think, first of all, guys, welcome to a real world, not scam world. Because scammers will play perfect angels for you, because this is just a game. In real world, people doing mistakes, nobody's perfect. And Ukrainian ladies as well. They also can do mistakes in their behavior, in their habits, in their looking, in their manners, in many things. They are not perfect at all. You appreciate our cultural qualities, that is nice, but you should be ready to meet with a real person who also have some wrong views, mistakes, habits, or don't understand something about your culture. First of all, they don't try to play to please you. they will be real and show their real self. So this is first. So please also try to switch your mode to realistic expectations, that you're not buying a Barbie in the shop who will do everything you expected. It's real people. Some of them can have different situations, especially now. Also, guys, don't forget that we have a war in our country, and many ladies who came to interviews you saw, they stay like refugees in foreign countries. They don't have that luxury life when they can provide. Some of them can, some not. Somebody lives in stranger house or some hotel like a refugee for free.
Okay, Jana, I'm going to just put you in the back while I
Yes,
deliver
I
some
will
tough
go.
love here. Okay, some tough love. Okay. So, Mr. Prospective Client, we've had a few messages back and forth. So, I'm not sure what you mean about not transparency as to our prices. You've already had a coaching call with our amazing coach, Luba. She told you have done your test drive, right? You had a great, and please comment below. You had a great first date with a lady. She likes you, you like her. You're ready to become a client. We have told you the pricing, and we gave you, as I do, I gave you 30 days to pay to get your bonuses, right? And you didn't. You missed it. It was this week. So this is full transparency that your price that you were quoted is now double. If you want to become a match guarantee client, your price is double. You missed your 50% off deal. I want the world to know that we absolutely do what we say. No bullshit marketing on match guarantee. In fact, you'll find on the channel back about 4 years ago, I put a $5,000 bullshit bond on my head. Basically, I said, if you ever catch me or match guarantee in bullshit marketing, right? Because it's a pandemic. Bullshit marketing is a pandemic in this era of marketing. You just call me out on it and prove it, and I got to send you a check for $5,000. So there you go. If you have any specific questions, you can ask below. But yeah, I'm shocked to see there's a complaint from a prospective client, and yeah. So I guess we'll leave it there. If you have comments, please write them below. So guys, are you ready for the final? I think without further ado, we should play the Billy's problem cliffhanger. So Billy reached out to me. I'll give you the backstory. He says, Joe, I've got a problem. I need your manly advice, right? And I was like, oh, what's going on? So this is Billy's problem. We'll be back to chat about it for a little bit, but we'll be wrapping up soon here.
It's 360 compared to any woman that I've spoken to before, through match guarantee and probably even in person. She's absolutely beautiful. I mean, like, her picture doesn't do her justice. Like, even on video, she's like 100,000 times. Like you say, like, is she out of my league? Like, she looks like she's 32. Amazing body, beautiful smile. In the morning, she sends me pictures and videos of her at her job. She's a captain, but she's in engineering. I'm saying supposedly because it's all about a trust thing, I guess. But what's got me is she loves doing the videos. She loves doing the pictures every morning. The tricky part, and this is the manly part, is she's very
oh my God, what a huge problem. What a problem.
It's as a problem as it says I didn't initiate certain aspects of conversation. It's like she started talking about the need for intimacy and closeness, and she feels this amazing connection to me that she didn't expect to feel.
Guys, I'm just ear to ear because I'm so happy for Billy. It's really a testament. Never give up. And really, the big takeaways here is if you're having issues in your relationship, like you're talking too much, oh yeah, like Billy, a lot of problems with Billy, right? I mean, a lot of classic problems, but When you meet the one, guess what? You know it. Because over communicating, over communication, it's not a problem. I already said it to you guys for Billy's lady. It's not a problem for my wife. But guess what? I'm an over communicator and my staff knows it. Well, probably all you guys know it. So welcome back, Jana. What do you think of that?
I'm a little surprised that he seems not happy about things which should make him happy.
Okay, I'm gonna try to be I'm gonna try to be tight-lipped. It's hard for me, guys, but I'm gonna try because I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to spoil the punchline kind of thing. But okay, let me just address what John has said. It's not that he wasn't happy. Believe me, he's over the top. He's pinching himself. He's pinching himself.
Nice.
He's like, I don't understand. She communicates 10 times more than me. She needs morning, afternoon, nighttime. She sends videos from work.
That is why I was happy when they finally met, and this lady was, and I could see that finally she was into him. And now he's not happy because he could meet talker, more talker than himself. But he didn't understand that problem when he was that guy who was talk all the time.
So tell us, Jana, you, of course, did his intro call with Lady Y. We will call Lady Y. You did the intro call. I haven't even watched it yet because I'm just like you guys. I decided I'm going to experience Billy's journey just like you guys. I never seen any of these calls before. I see them live with you, or I'm watching Jana, and I haven't seen all of it. I haven't seen all of Jana's live streams. Okay, so I'm experiencing Billy's story with you guys. So tell us, Jana, how did the coaching call go with Lady Y? And guys, you will see the full first date. Sorry, not coaching call. First date with Lady Y. You will see it in a few days. I think it is coming up. Excuse me if I'm wrong, but
after maybe a couple of coachings,
maybe a couple more coachings, and then you will see it, and then and now you kind of know the Paul Harvey rest of the story. So tell us, Jana, how did the first date go on Zoom?
First date, for me, it was visible and understandable that finally Billy met a lady who had sincere interest to him, and it is visible, guys. And when we will finally come to that part, and you can see with your own eyes all this video, I will stop on every detail, what you should admit when it finally works, about all this, like spark in the eyes, when she's smiley, when she's seriously interested, not just because of politeness, when she really has this interest to a man, how lady behave herself and her actions, what she doing when she really interested in a man, not this bullshit about scamming, not because she want to you need to understand when the lady want to please you because she playing with you like scammers, and when lady want to please you but in other sort of pleasure, like she trying to be beautiful for you, she will trying to do correct effort to be that interesting lady for you, but not to it is not cheating, it is not a game, it is game between a man and a woman, how to be that woman you want to choose and make wife in your life, and you will see all these things. For me it was really great connection from the beginning. For me, I don't think that I need to comment too much right now. You will come and see soon. I want to stop on this comment from Steven. Joseph, I already put, I will answer very short. Martisha, I now have a question for you. How much baggage would a lady from Ukraine accept from her man? For example, I unfortunately have parents who abused me when I was a child. Would a lady not accept this? First of all, Stephen, depend on how deep is your trauma, and isn't it like bothering you to be a healthy person right now? If you have trauma, of course, you are not completely healthy. But I think your question is, if you're not okay with something in your life, is the lady can accept this and support you? Yes, of course, if first you will be that interesting guy for her. So not on the first date, not on a second date. If she, after like 3-5 dates, if you spend quality time together and she will be seriously into you, she will accept all your shit you have in your life, and she will be glad to be next to you and to support you and to give you advices, to give you any physical help if it can be, to take your hand and pass through this period together. If you need some help outside, I don't know, some therapist, for example, she will give you this advice and she will support you and ask you to do this and maybe take your hand and go with you there. Joseph, I will add you to the screen.
You will remove me. Okay. Thank you, Jana. And I just want to also support what Jana said on this. And I want to give you my opinion. See, guys are really, Western men are really oversensitive about, this baggage thing and how much will a woman tolerate. And guys, take it from me. I have firsthand experience because I have my own baggage. And, I went to Ukraine when I was the ink wasn't dry on my divorce. Truth be told, I wasn't divorced yet. It still hadn't cleared the courts in Canada. And so I was still hurting because I had married my best friend. We were married 10 years. And then she tells me one day, Joe, I don't love you anymore. That's hard to handle. On top of going from a multimillionaire to broke, sleeping on somebody's couch on the edge of a mountain. Okay, so I had some baggage, suffice it to say. And when I was dating in Ukraine, I found Ukrainian women so just non-judgmental, open. And I learned, I don't know how quickly I learned, but I learned to shut up about my baggage. But not at first. I had to make all the mistakes like most of you guys too. And I talked about my baggage. I talked about my ex. Oh my God. I wish I had videos of my first dates back in the day. I did the mistakes, probably, all and maybe more of what Billy's doing. I don't know. But I made the mistakes. Talked about the things I shouldn't have talked about. But in time, I learned to shut up about my and I'm talking about the early dating stages, like Jana just said, first, second, third, maybe fourth, fifth date. You don't talk about being, sorry, what did Steve? And Steve, I know you, Steve, right? You're the Steve I know, right? I believe we're on WhatsApp for a long time. Is that you, Steve? Steve Holmes. I'm pretty sure you're the Steve I know quite well. And yeah, I learned to shut up about it. And if you have abusive parents from your past, it'll be something you want to reveal once you are closer with her. Yeah. So maybe 5 dates or something. Once you feel like she's opening up to you, you're closer with somebody when she starts to open up to you, right? And my main point, because I might be going around a little bit here, my main point is, trust me, Ukrainian women are a lot more forgiving on the baggage. They're a lot more easygoing. They're a lot more forgiving than Western women. Okay, this is in my pretty significant experience dating in Ukraine.
And Joseph, for Ukrainian ladies, when she really seriously interested and really want to build relations with you, for our ladies, it would be an honor if you will bring your baggage. She will understand that she is a very special woman for you. You trust, and she want to be helpful. She want to have that level of trust. For us, it would be very good sign.
Yeah, exactly. I completely concur. Was I going to say that, I want to add that I'm talking about if she finds value in you, if she is attracted to you, if she sees a strong potential of a future with you, I would even say your baggage doesn't even matter. Because Ukrainian women they're not so judgmental. Ukrainian people in large are not as judgmental. Fuck, in the West are we judgmental. We have this expression of one-upping the Joneses, like, what kind of car my neighbor's driving, he's got a bigger house, bigger car. We're very materialistic. Ukrainian people are not nearly as materialistic as us, and they're not nearly as judgmental for us. So I always say to guys that are overweight, like conscientious about too many kilos, too many pounds, you're packing 20, 30, maybe more pounds. Okay, it's not good. Okay, but Ukrainian women not going to judge you as much about it if, again, that's the clarifying, if they're into you, if there's something they really find attractive about you. You can be bald, you can be this, that, not have so much money. Again, if you got to have some qualities that she finds attractive about you. Now, Billy, right? Let's go back to Billy. I don't know where you would put him on the SMV scale. But he's okay, right? But this lady, trust me, and he says it on, did he say it on this? I was creating the teasers. And by the way, watch for shorts coming this week because I've got a bunch of teaser shorts from Billy. She finds something very sexy about Billy. She's really into Billy. And well, you can hear the story for yourself, and it's pretty obvious. So it's going to be exciting when they meet. The meet will be coming. I wish I had, I wish I was Fox, or a network, and I had the gun power to go out there and put cameras all over. Although, and somebody asked this question about, you want more footage of Ukrainian women. Guys, you got to know, I'm going to say 1 in 100 Ukrainian women would agree to be on camera during dates or even discussing. It's rare. They're very private. So while Billy agrees, no, it's really rare that his lady would agree. So to being on camera and such. So yeah, exciting. Any other comments or stuff to talk about, Jana? Jana's hypnotized your comments.
No. Maybe you don't, Joseph. I know this. What he asking. We have Tom Ramsey here, our usual viewer, the main supporter of Ukraine dating.
Tommy?
Yeah, and he found a lady from Russia on some other site, not match guarantee, and she escaped out of sight, and now they are staying in process. They organizing documents, and she going to visit him, not to visit, to move to US.
Tommy,
not match guarantee, no.
Yeah. All right, boom. Way to go, Tommy. I'm happy for you. I know you're a big supporter of the channel. Again, we thank you very much. You're by far our #1 supporter. In fact, I could even say I don't know if Ukraine dating would exist if it wasn't for Tommy Ramsey. So thank you very much.
And Tommy still, even he's staying in relations, and he's still visiting every live stream and trying to improve himself. He's very mature guy. He understands everything about ladies, what he need to do. But anyway, he finds some inspiration, I can say, at our channel to understand, to believe in good.
Yeah, and I want to say, Tommy, I want to comment about a comment you made many streams ago. You said, I put it up. You said, thank you to Ukraine dating that you're a better man having watched our streams. That means a lot to me. I take that to heart. And I'm sure Jana does too. And really, you're a shining example of a man that has matured to the level that you want to grow, you want to improve to increase the chances of having a happy relation. Well, probably for yourself first, but also to increase the chances of having a successful relationship with your Russian lady, right? Because you get it. These are not easy relationships. And anybody that thinks that these relationships, international relationships with a culture so different as Ukraine to North America, you're delusional. They're not easy relationships. And if a guy is not willing to work on himself, if his ego is so fucking through the roof, he can't work on himself, you ain't going to make it. It ain't going to cut for you. Better to not even go there. And anyway, just big compliments to you, Tommy. Thank you for that generous compliment. I'm very happy for you and your relationship with this Russian lady. Molodets, good job. And yeah, thanks again for being a huge supporter. So guys, how long are we going here? Only 2 hours. Okay. What do you think, Jana? Should we call it quits here? And
I want to answer, Renee. Jana, would you have dressed the way Natalia dressed for the first video date? My answer is no. I think I prepare myself on better level. But also, for me, I will explain you my perspective. For some video date, maybe number 2 or 3, I also can come without makeup, for example, because I'm as well that level of confidence when I can feel myself like I'm okay if I will not try to show off, not, like also to show different side of me, of my personality, of my appearance as well. So I'm not afraid to go outside without makeup, for example. And it doesn't mean that I don't care or don't treat myself well. Not for first date, of course. It's just not that appropriate. But also, I will not try to impress that much. Like I will not wear some very luxury dress or something. Because this is video date, not real date. On real date, of course, I will do makeup. I will do dresses every time, dresses, heels, and maybe in real life, like fifth date can be like not on heels, not in the dress, to try to show some other like styles and parts of me. I think a real woman would be impressionable. Okay. Was abused. They say 3 out of 5 women have been sexually yeah. Not because women had like abuse in their past or something. Just if you will show your interest in strong sides like a man, and she will see a future life partner in you, she will try to do her best to also to be this supportive partner for you.
Also, I just wanted to give a big shout out to what, my friend, you are amazing. Really. Thank you so much for all you're on every stream. He's our volunteer, non-paid administrator. Yeah. And he helps all the ladies with their streams. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. If I can ever help return the favor to you, sir, please call me. Really. So guys, I want to end this. I've decided to end this with one huge clue as to why Billy is now successful. Yeah. I want you to see the ladies a representation of the ladies that he thought were something he could be successful with before and now. So what it is, I'm going to play the video. You might have seen it before. It's the 10 ladies Billy first chose with us when he was back 2 years ago in the Who Wants to Marry a Foreigner reality TV show edition. He chose 10 ladies, Match Guarantee ladies, but you can take a look at their age and their beauty level and see now who he's choosing. Has he course corrected? He's course corrected, and you will see it. And this is a huge example of why he's successful now. If he hadn't have come down on the age gap and the beauty level, if he's in the 30s, he's just
Joseph. His current lady, very beautiful, and she even more beautiful.
And I didn't want to let
in some way. She not that fancy.
No, I agree. I absolutely agree. I didn't want to let the cat out of the bag. I don't know. Listen, I got lucky too. I mean, but not everybody can win the Super Bowl lottery and win $25 million, right? Only I got lucky. I think Billy, he did much better than we anticipated. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. There's a question here about
I did some spoiler, yeah. So, but I mean that he didn't like choose opposite like old ugly lady. No, guys.
So I'm going to make a public announcement and a public pedatic reveal, a gift reveal, thanks to Jax. I'm not entirely sure if what understood me completely, but in the early days, kind of like, yeah, in the early days of what helping, because he's become more and more and more involved, and he's doing stuff behind the scenes that you guys don't even really know. I mean, his commitment to Match Guarantee is just unbelievable. It's astonishing, shocking. So what you have, my friend, no pressure, a lifetime guarantee on me. Okay, unlimited dating, unlimited coaching from Match Guarantee ladies until you get married. Now, I know you're a young chap, you're in your early 30s. I don't do this to put pressure on you. I'm not sure. You said to me in the past something about you didn't want. I offered you. I can't even remember what it was, but I didn't offer you the lifetime. Now I'm offering the lifetime because, guys, you have to understand he has done so much work, to hours of work and dedication to Match Guarantee in Ukraine dating. He deserves it. He's earned it. I believe he's actually, well, he's earned it. He's earned it. So what? No pressure, but you have a free lifetime guarantee on me. Okay. And again, a huge Maladet. Thank you. Yeah, the 20K package. Yeah. What you have 20 grand right there. Where is it? It's on what? It's on the silver platter for you to grab. Start whenever you're ready. Yeah. It will be here for your lifetime, as long as Match Guarantee exists. Tommy is in. Yeah. He absolutely deserves it. Thought. What was a piece of the Match Guarantee? No. He's just a volunteer. Yeah. What is a volunteer? Amazing. What? I get dusted off frequently. Okay, that can be translated a number of different ways, interpreted a number of ways. Yeah, 100% free worker. Yeah, I can't pay him. I've tried. He won't accept my money. I don't know. Okay. So we ready for that? And so again, watch the shorts. And there will be some short videos and some YouTube shorts coming out, sneak peeks of Billy's progress with his lady now. Okay, guys. So I think that was it. The client never came back to me when I explained got to work. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your Indian name, but he's an Indian man that is living in Europe. Yeah, I'll just call it Gutward. Gutmunder. Okay, thank you. Gutmunder. I never heard your comment back, but certainly call your coach, Jana. You're in touch with your coach, Jana. You're in touch with me on in WhatsApp. And yeah, I'm sorry you missed out on the 50% deal. But we give the same opportunity to every client. We treat everyone the same. You have 30 days from your coach. Jana's a coach. She will tell you. You have 30 days from your coaching call date to pay to get a 50% discount. Now we change our offers from time to time. We go through different periods, and of course prices just went up to 20 grand. So there is some changes that are settling out in terms of packages and pricing. The beer budget package that we used to have is now gone because it's so cheap. We understood by analyzing our books that we're losing money. That's not good to lose money in business. That's what's called a charity. And we already have Ukraine Dating as our charity. So has Billy... No, the meet will be coming up in April, I believe. No, she is...
They booked for April military. because before it was a little impossible if they didn't change anything.
Yeah, she's with the U.S. military, so she has to get special permission to leave Ukraine. So they're working on that. She's applied. I know that much.
Yes, yeah, true.
From Krypton. We have, yes, they love Superman, and although the Kryptonese guys are a little bit badass, so I think the Kryptonese guys are too badass for Ukrainian men. Yes, I know.
Mostly like, I can say.
Jana is the shining diamond star, shooting star in the night. Absolutely, I agree with you completely.
Thank you, Rodney.
Who's joking? About what? Who's joking? What's the joke, Carlos?
About Krypton.
Yeah, of course I know you're joking. That's why I joked back. Okay. Yeah, shorts get traffic. I know we really need to pick up our game on the shorts. We're looking, if you guys know, we're looking to hire somebody probably at least for 20 hours a week, maybe full time, to watch our videos and cut them into shorts. And if you guys can recommend any shorts from all of our long content videos, because we have really cool shorts, and it's just a matter of watching it, cutting out a 1 minute short. If you know anybody wanting to do that, we're hiring. Okay, guys. Let's say bye to Jana, and I will finish it off with this video. Thanks, Jana.
I still can't end till the end of comments, but okay, put me on the background. Thank you all, guys, for nice comments, for supporting, and have a nice day.
And guys, let me put thanks, Jana. Wow, that was quick. She just disappeared. Let me put up tomorrow's. I think this is the title of tomorrow's Billy video. Will she dump you? Yeah. And I'll give you just a sneak peek, because we all have baggage, right? Somebody commented that we have baggage. Well, you'll see. That's Billy's big one. Yeah. Will she dump me? Yeah. Because so even when we have success, of course, we're afraid now that milk can curdle, that success can curdle. And that's one of Billy's big ones. So any final comments for me, guys? Thanks, Jana. Absolutely. Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate the positive feedback. Paka paka. Okay, so I'm going to play that final video here. And again, to set the stage, these are Billy's first 10 ladies he ever chose with Match Guarantee 2+ years ago, when he auditioned for the Who Wants to Marry a Foreigner reality TV show. When he auditioned for that, he chose these levels. He got 2 yeses from 10. So he's course corrected a bit, because in his no wife, no pay, 10 lady choices, so his zone of success, he got 3 or 4. It might be 4 yeses from 10. So that means he's re-aiming, because at the end of the day, guys, if we fail, right, at not getting a lady that's interested in us back, what do? We either give up or we re-aim, right? If you don't hit the target, right, when you're at the firing range, boom, 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 you better readjust your aim. So that's what Billy's done. And we'll see you guys next time. Jana will be here live at 11 a.m. Eastern to continue Billy's journey. Here we go. I reminisce of days back in Ukraine. Billy's choosing 28-year-olds. Not going to happen in the real world. Okay, so we will see you. I think I'm changing the title of the series to From Ukraine with Love. Do you guys like that better? Or do you like the Billy the Kid dating in Ukraine? Or From Ukraine with Love. I'm thinking of calling it that. And since it's changed from the Billy that nobody believed he was going to be successful to now the successful Billy, right? So From Ukraine with Love. Anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow, the 19th of March, Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern, so you guys can see more into Billy's journey. Bye for now.